What's going on, guys? It's your boy Neeks, and it's the end of the transfer window. It's officially closed, finished, finito. And yeah, I just want to talk about Man United and our transfer window. In the podcast, we'll go into more details about the other Premier League clubs and other moves around Europe, and who's had the best or worst transfer window. But as far as Man United goes, we signed Bruno Fernandes and we signed Odion Ighalo. I'm not too disappointed. I'm not too disappointed at all. Yes, the news broke last night. Manchester United signed Odion Ighalo from the Chinese Super League. I think it's Shanghai he was playing for. Can't remember because he actually had two clubs out in China. And when the news, it's weird because I guess when one action happens, it has an effect on another one. So a few weeks ago, Man United were linked to Slimani and Ighalo, and we hadn't signed anyone. Obviously, we knew we needed a central midfielder, attacking midfielder, and we hadn't gone out and got those. And we, as fans, we knew that was a priority, and the club weren't doing enough. We hadn't signed a player. So anyone else in that kind of category of player, Slimani, Ighalo, we know they're not great. So it was met with a lot of disdain. I did a video and I laughed it off like, no, we're being offered these players, which was true. We were being offered these players, but I didn't believe that we genuinely were going after these targets when clearly the priority was attacking midfield, central midfield. Since then, of course, we signed Bruno Fernandes, and everyone is happy with that signing. And then when that happened, I said to myself, I think I'm up on Twitter, I said, now, I don't mind if we go get Slimani. That's what I said. I mean, we need a striker. We need a body, a person who plays up front, because Rashford is out. We've got Martial, we've got Greenwood. We're lacking in numbers in the forward area. We're not going to go and get a massive signing this summer. We missed out on Haaland for whatever reason. We need to get someone. Cavani, that wasn't going to happen because both his parents came out and spoke and said that he had already agreed terms with Atletico Madrid. So if he was going to leave anywhere permanently, it would be to Atletico. If not, he's going to wait till the summer and probably join them anyway because he already agreed terms and he's a man of his word. Giroud, Chelsea weren't willing to let him go unless they got a replacement. Spurs wanted him, Inter, Newcastle. Chelsea were unable to get a replacement, so he's had to stay. And there's a number of strikers out there. How much are they going to cost? Are they even part of the long-term vision? So really, anyone we want to get in this month, other than Haaland, is going to be a 6-month loan. Might have an option to buy, whatever it may be. And I wouldn't be too mad with whoever it is, personally, because it's like, well, it's a 6-month loan. It either works or it doesn't. It's not going to make the team any weaker. It can only make it stronger or remains exactly the same. So why not? And I was thinking about Slimani. That one, I think, went dead in the water. And then the Ighalo one cropped back up. And I was like, you know what? We need to get someone, innit? We need to get someone. We got the main guy we needed, Bruno Fernandes. Why not? Why not? What's the worst that could happen? He's on 300k a week in China. We're paying 100 grand of his salary. He's playing the Premier League already. He's a Man United fan. And he's a body. He's somebody. Because if we didn't get him, the knives would have been out. How we didn't get a striker. Ollie, he let this person go. He let the person he hasn't replaced. It's a 6-month loan. It's a 6-month loan. It's no risk. You're paying about 2 million for the next 6 months. If it doesn't work out, he goes back. I mean, even if it does work out and he's very good, what's the likelihood of us keeping him? He's 30 years old. I can't see him being very strong. He would have to be exceptional in those 6 months. It's really no risk. It's a no risk situation, really. We can't just rely on Martial and Greenwood to carry us through the rest of the season. They're going to need some help. We're in 3 competitions, challenging on 3 fronts for different objectives. We need the numbers. So, for me, I would rate this January 7 out of 10, I think. It might have been higher, maybe an 8. I said January is a tough market. So to get one signing and a marquee signing in Bruno Fernandes is brilliant. To get 2, you've gone, I would say, above and beyond to get 2 signings. Obviously, Ighalo's not no marquee signing. But to get Bruno and Ighalo, that's a very good transfer window. The reason why I mark it down is because why did it take so long? You knew going into January, you needed an attacking midfielder, Bruno Fernandes. You could have got that done so long, ages ago, and we wouldn't have dropped some points where we did in the month. We would have been much closer to top 4. So that's why you lose some points there. Marcus Rashford got injured right at the beginning of January, and we waited until deadline day to replace him. Yes, we'll probably sound out other options, the likes of Josh King and, as I said, Edinson Cavani. But why can't... I don't understand this whole issue of us doing one deal at a time. Surely you can do multiple. No, I know you can do multiple. It happens at other clubs. So I'm actually surprised we got Ighalo, because usually it's one sign a month. We got two in January. But yeah, I think the timing, how long it took for everything to get done, even though the urgency and necessity was there from early, that's why I marked them down. But in terms of getting 2 players in, one being a marquee, crucial player for the position that we need filling, yes, you could argue that one's probably about 6 months late, but he's here, Bruno Fernandes. And Ighalo, he would help out. So, yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the transfer window. Like, I'm not gonna... Some people are going overboard, I think, for the likes and the retweets and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not gonna do that. I think we've had a good window. And I think the proof, obviously, will be in the pudding for the next few months, for the end of the season. But as far as the personnel, I don't think we can really complain. I mean, what are you going to say? Who do you want? Some people are saying Timo Werner. He's not going to go in January. Some people are saying Luka Jovic. Are Real Madrid selling? How much is he? Is he a part of the long-term plan? He only joined Real Madrid in the summer. Is he for sale? How much are you willing to pay? 75 million. Yes, there was talk of Ben Yedder. That was more in the summer. I mean, January is notoriously a difficult market. So I didn't go in here expecting much. And I would say 2 signings in the forward attacking positions is what we needed. And it's what we got. How successful? We have to wait and see. But I'm gonna say well done. I'm gonna say well done to the Man United hierarchy for getting these over the line finally. You know, better late than never. I don't expect Ighalo to waltz into the team, but he could start a number of games because Martial are playing through the middle. He's very adept at playing out the left. So if you were to have him, Ighalo, James or Greenwood, with Bruno Fernandes behind, they can create some kind of partnership. Bruno Fernandes already played with Ighalo at Udinese. I don't know how much of a connection they have, but they have played together. It just gives a bit of variety because we can play 2 up front. We can have options off the bench. You know, you look at our bench more of the time, it's like, who are you going to bring on? What are you going to do? And Ighalo's a different type of striker. He's a penalty box striker. Martial's not a penalty box striker. He likes to drift out wide and dribble and run at his man. Ighalo will be in the box. He'll be getting on the end of things. Top goal scorer in the African Nations Cup just gone. 5 goals, more than Salah, Mane, Mahrez, anyone you want to think of. Top goal scorer in the qualifiers for the African Nations Cup, I think about 7 goals. scoring goals in China. Yes, it's China, but I mean, the back of the net is the back of the net. He's played in the Premier League before. His first season at Watford, first season in the Premier League with Watford, very good, 15 goals. His next season, not so good. I think he only got 1 goal actually, before he went to China in, I think it was the January. The season before that, however, in the Championship, he banged like 29 goals. So he knows where the goal is. We'll see if he can still cut it at this level, really and truly. But if it doesn't work out, say thanks, for trying, for your help, and we move him on. At least it means that Martial's not going to have to play every game in the FA Cup, Europa League, Premier League. And we've got options in it. So, yeah, well done. Well done for getting those 2 signings, and hopefully they will have very successful careers, however long or however short they are at Manchester United. Guys, in the comments below, let me know your thoughts on Man United's transfer window. As I said, we'll talk about the other clubs in the podcast. But you can put in the comments below your ratings for your club's transfer window as well. Hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you soon.